who is communicating to PC2 in local area network 2. Okay, so when I'm asking you the question that which machine from LAN 1 is communicating to this LAN number 2, you are saying that this laptop 3 from LAN 1 who is communicating. But if I ask you the same question in different ways, let's say if I ask that from which network to which network communication is going on, because we're having two networks. So from which network to which network communication is going on? Then you were saying that it is local area network 1. From this network to local area network 2 communication is going on. So the same communication we are referring, this is the common point. Communication is going on. This is common. But from which network to which network communication is going on? This is one thing. And from which device from which network is doing the communication to which device in which network? This is another question. So two questions are coming out from this. That who is communicating from local area network 1? This is your laptops. We have multiple laptops, but which one is doing the communication? This one. And if I ask the same thing from the network perspective, that from which network the communication is going on, you are saying that it is local area network 1. Okay. Now these two things always is there in an IP address. Always the IP address contains two sections, everyone. These two sections you are having is the network part to identify the network itself, and the host part to identify the host itself. The network part always is used to identify the device's network, means this devices belongs to which network? Local area network 1. This is the network part. It is used for that. And in this network, local area network 1, what exactly are these machines' identity? In this network, because we have lots of machines. What particular machine's identity we are having in local area network 1, it is identified using host part. So the definition goes like this, that host part is used to identify the device within a network. So all this network and host, this exists in an IP address, means in this address it is there, but it is hidden. You cannot see that. Without anything, we cannot find out these two parts in that IP address. So for a particular machine, it is important for him to know that in which network he belongs, whether he belongs to this network or whether he belongs to this network, because we have lots of networks on internet. But in which network he belongs, he should know this thing. He should be aware of that network information in which he resides.
We can
And
identify.
similarly, what is his identity? Because in this network we have lots of machines. What exactly is this machine's identity on this local area network 1? That is also he should know. This is what you are having, the host part and the network part. So how do we identify this? How do we recognize this network and host part in this address? Very simple. You are using subnet mask for this. The subnet mask always is used to find the network and host part in an IP address. How exactly we are using the subnet masks? Basically, we are having some default subnet masks available, which we can use to find these two parts in the address. We are having class A, B, and C. In both public and private, you can see all these three classes exist. Class D and E, it is only available in public, and this is also reserved for multicast and experiment research. So we are not using class D and E. Class ABC, whether it is private or public, you are having this subnet masks, okay, available for both public and private IP addresses. So subnet mask, basically these are default subnet masks, which goes like this: 255.0.0.0 for class A, 255.255.0.0 for class B, and class C 255.255.255.0. Now, how this particular, all these calculations, all these values, it helps us to find out these two parts in the IP address. The answer is pretty much simple. We are following this simple like calculation over here. Always in networking, we are dealing with zeros and ones. That is our binary machine language. When we represent the information in terms of bits, that is either 0 or 1. One bit is equal to either 0 or 1. It cannot be 0 and 1. Remember, a bit is either 0 or 1. Okay. So, since we are dealing with only these two possible numbers in machine language, 0 means off, 1 means on. Off means host bit, on means network bit. This is the very simple thing you have to remember. 0 means host bit, 1 means network bit. Okay. Now, how this calculation, it helps us to find these two things in the IP address. Simply, we are converting these values, what we are representing in decimal, in binary. So this is when the decimal to binary conversion comes in. So this 255, we are converting in 8-bit binary representation. If you convert this to 55, you will get 8 ones in binary. And if you convert these zeros, then you are getting 8 zeros per octet. Anyone knows decimal to binary conversion?
Yes, sir.
Sir, LCM process, sir. Remainder 0 means we will get 0. Then remainder 1 means they added 1, sir.
So if you convert this to 55, can anyone confirm that you are getting these values into 55? Can you do the calculation and confirm me that you are getting all 8 ones for 255?
Yes, sir. Do,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Just do it and confirm that whether you
Yes,
are
sir.
getting the same values or not.
One.
Yes, sir, it is correct.
Yes, sir. 78, sir. Sir.
You are getting 8 ones, right?
Eight ones.
Move.
8 ones.
Yes, sir. 8 1, sir.
Okay, very good. So this is what you are having, everyone. Okay, I will show you how exactly you can do. Those of you who don't know how to do the decimal binary conversion, I will show
Simply
you how.
LCM process, sir. Divided by 2.
Yes, yes. So those of you
8
who
1.
doesn't know, I will show you. Okay, don't worry. But this is what exactly you are getting. 255, you are representing in 8 ones. And this 0, we are representing in 8 zeros. Okay, this is your octet, 1 octet, that is your 8 bits. So if you see very carefully, this class A 2550.0.0, can you see the binary conversion over here? This is your 8 ones. This is your 255. Then we have 0. So 8 zeros are coming. Then over here 0. This is 8 zeros. Again, last octet 0. We have 8 zeros. Okay. This is your class B 255255. So you can see 8 ones dot 8 ones. Then 8 zeros. Then 8 zeros. This is class B. And lastly, you are having class C. 3 255s means 3 octet you are having 8 ones, 8 ones, 8 ones. And after that, lastly, we have 0 over here, so 8 zeros. Okay. So clearly you can see that from the binary, you can find out that how many bits are there in network and host bits in class A, B, and C. So over here you are saying 8 ones, right? 8 ones means what? How many network bits?
8 ones means
8 network bits. Right. 8 ones means network bit, right? And how many zeros you were seeing total?
Total 24.
24,
24. So 0 means what? Host bits, right?
8 24, sir.
24 host
Host
bit.
24,
Host
8
bits.
bit network.
Similarly, class B. How many ones you are seeing?
Yes,
Total?
16, sir.
16. And how many zeros?
16.
16. So 16 host bits and 16 network bits, right?
Network bits.
Yes, sir.
And similarly over here, how many ones?
24 by 8,
network
sir.
bit and 8 host
24
bits.
it's
24,
network.
8.
So 24 one means what?
24
Network bit. And 8 bits are
Network.
host bit.
host.
Now, the question is, how do you use this in order to find the network and host part? So this is the question, everyone, what we are having. IP address. This is the question, network and host part, we need to find it. So this is very simple answer for this. Okay, simple calculation we are having. So 192.168.100.1. First of all, find out which class of IP it is. So which class IP? 192.
192 class
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 C.
C, right?
private.
Okay.
Class
So
C, Class C.
class C. Private, public, it doesn't matter. Simply just identify the class. Which
Okay.
class? Class C. Okay. So class C subnet mask is what? 255.255.255.0, right?
Yes.
Okay. So write the class C subnet mask exactly below this IP address. Now what exactly you are understanding? 192,
Greater than
168 and 100. In both these 3 octets you are seeing 255, right? Subnet mask,
Subnet mask.
right?
Yes.
Yes or no? So it means what? It means
One
IP
means
address
of
192, 168, 100 will be network and this is 0, right? One will be host.
on host 0.
This is subnet mask 0, right? In the 4th octet.
yes.
So in the IP address, the last octet will be what? Host.
Host.
For example, this is another example. 150.175.69.20. Now 150, which class?
150
B.
class B.
So what is the class B subnet mask?
255.255.0.0.
0.0. So 255.255, first octet and second octet in the IP address, it will be network.
Network
And last 2 octets 0, right? It will be
host.
Similarly, another example, 100.78.93.46.
It's a class A.
Class A IP. So what is the class A subnet mask?
255.0.0.
So first octet is 255, right? So 100 will be network and 000, right? Means 78, 93 and 46 will be host. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Anyone having
Simple.
any questions? If like what you can tell me right now.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
only we have to compare that subnet mask. It comes at 0 or not. Is it?
This is always a subnet mask. Okay, you write the IP address and you find out which class IP it is first. Once you find the IP address, the class of the IP, simply just apply that class subnet mask on that IP. Wherever you are seeing 255, 255, right? In the IP address, it will
It
be
is a
network.
network.
And wherever you are seeing zeros, these octets will be host.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, anyone else? Okay, everyone. So understood this part?
Yes, sir. Here.
Okay, so you can take a screenshot of this. Taken?
Sir, hello.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, in every location, IP address it changes or not?
Every location means what?
Every location is means in
हिंदी में ही
LAN
बता
1
दो, हिंदी में ही
बोल
बता
रहे
दो.
बोले LAN 1 में जो है वो उसका जो आईपी एड्रेस है और लैन 2 में जो डिवाइस है उसका आईपी एड्रेस, तो मान लो कि अगर दूसरा लैन में गया तो उसका आईपी एड्रेस चेंज हो जाएगा सर, जैसे
मतलब
दूसरा
जिस-
लोकेशन में
सर
हाँ,
सर
आईपी एड्रेस तो यूनिक होना चाहिए ना, अगर सेम आईपी होगा तो फिर कैसे होगा, यूनिक होना चाहिए तो।
सर लोकेशन वाइज चेंज होता है क्या सर आईपी एड्रेस?
हाँ, लोकेशन वाइज चेंज होते हैं, ये
सर,
डिपेंड
जैसे-
करता है अपने आईएसपी के ऊपर। ठीक है, तुम्हारा जो आईएसपी है वो तो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट रीजन कवर करता है। ठीक है,
आईपी मैक एड्रेस चेंज नहीं होता, आईपी एड्रेस हर लोकेशन
आईपी
पे
एड्रेस
चेंज होता है।
हमेशा आईपी एड्रेस हमेशा चेंज होते रहते हैं। तुम्हारा मशीन का जो आईपी होगा और तुम जिस मशीन को एक्सेस करना चाहते हो वो आईपी डिफरेंट होगा, सेम तो नहीं होगा।
यस
अंडरस्टूड आलोक?
यस सर, यस सर, यस सर।
IP
एक्चुअली
address-
सबनेट मास्क में we find the network part and the host part basically, and subnet masking we are doing for that only, for identifying the host part and the network part.
That is correct.
Yes.
Because your machine depends on these two things. When we
Yes,
are
sir.
giving IP address to a machine,
Yes, sir.
see that over here, if I give IP address to this machine, okay, let's say that I'm giving this IP address over here, okay, 192.168.100.1, okay. You can see that even I'm not typing the subnet mask, the system automatically gives that subnet mask over here. It's a class C IP, right? It's a class C IP.
Yes,
So class
sir.
C subnet mask is there, na? You will
Yes.
see.
55.2, 55.2.0.
So you can see that if I anywhere if I click over here, automatically the subnet mask will come. Can you see?
So is it
Yes,
the
sir.
vice versa?
So
Yes,
it is the subnet
Vice
mask.
versa
Without typing,
means
it came.
Vice versa
If-
means what? Who has asked this
So
question?
means, I've asked her.
Mayuri.
So if we have added that subnet mask and IP address, we won't give it, then it will be auto detected, or how in between that range?
Try to give it. Okay. Try to
Okay.
give it like this 255.255.255.0. Now
Zero.
if I anything has come.
No.
No.
Came, sir.
wide range
Only
wide range
Maybe.
IP address
wide
only
range.
subnet mask getting.
Mayuri wants these things to be happening automatically so that she doesn't have to remember all these ranges.
Sir,
all these
IP address is
classes.
provided
Eh?
by DC. IP address is provided by DHCP, right?
Not DHCP.
ISP.
IP address, anyone can provide it. Anyone.
No.
A network engineer, a network administrator, your ISP, anyone can provide it. You also can provide your IP address to your system. Okay. These are basically considered as methods, static and dynamic. This is dynamic. These are considered as methods to assign IP addresses to a system.
Okay.
You will get to know all these things, okay? The configurations and all these things you will come to know in the advanced network module. Don't worry.
Sir, in local area network, the IP address is the last bit is 1. Then it is also, how we will find that subnet mask 1 is there, so we
No,
will.
it is not. See, the thing is, in the IP address, you are not using this formula in the IP address. Nah? You are
Oh.
using this formula in the subnet mask.
Subnet mask. So
In the subnet mask. Subnet mask is different and IP address is different.
yes.
Okay. Means most of the participants, they think that over here I'm not seeing 0, then how come it
Yes.
is 1? Over here I'm
Yes.
seeing 192, then how come it is network weight?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
so these IP address has nothing to do over here with the subnet mask over here, but subnet mask has everything to do over here with the IP address. Okay, whatever
Yes.
you are seeing 255, these are considered as network octets. Okay, and wherever you are seeing 0, this is considered as a host. Now,
Sir, in private IP, the class A, class B is class C IP. The range is between 10 their range is always between them only. 172
Yes,
या
it is.
170.
Yes, it is the range. अभी अगर अगर मैंने कोई रेंज अगर फ्यूचर पे डिफाइन
Decide-
किया हो तो फिर
हाँ।
वो रेंज तुम्हें सुनने को मिलेगा। अभी तो
मतलब
फिलहाल
ये-
तो यही रेंज है।
ए रेंज के बीच बीच लाइक करेंगे उस पे मतलब प्राइवेट और ये
आलोक
हाँ
आलोक
यस
अगर
सर
फ्यूचर पे अगर मैंने कोई रेंज वगैरह डिफाइन किए हैं तो फिर वो सुनने को मिलेगा तुम्हें। ठीक है, अभी तो फिलहाल यही रेंज है जो मैंने भी पढ़ा है और तुम्हें भी
सर
तुम्हें
तो
भी
आईपी
सिखाना हो वही।
सर आईपी एड्रेस को मतलब फाइंड करने का क्या है मतलब जैसे इस रेंज में पता चलेगा आईपी एड्रेस को फाइंड करना है तो
अच्छा, कैसे कैसे समझोगे कि कौन से क्लास का है
जैसे
ऐसा?
ऐसे जैसे 1 से 126 के बीच में है तो जैसे 1 पॉइंट ये 1 से 9 के बीच में लाइक कर रहा है तो हमें कैसे पता चलेगा कि हम आईपी एड्रेस
कौन सा भी एक आईपी
मतलब
एड्रेस, कौन सा भी आईपी एड्रेस का एक एग्जांपल दो मुझे।
सर जैसे ये पब्लिक का क्लास है ठीक
हाँ, कौन सा भी एक एड्रेस दो मुझे, मैं बताता हूँ। बोलो, एक आईपी एड्रेस बोलो, कौन सा भी
सर
तुम्हारा
को
मन पे जो है।
मतलब 126 हाँ
126
हाँ
डॉट
डॉट 0
0
डॉट 255
255 डॉट
255
255। हाँ, तो इजी है ना, ये
हम्म
तो रेंज आ रहा है ना 1 to 126 के अंदर क्लास से करने
मारो
का।
से
सर हाँ
बस।
126 पॉइंट मारो 31 है सर
हाँ, तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, वो वही तो आएगा, क्लास से ही आएगा
क्लास
क्योंकि
से,
उसका
हाँ।
फर्स्ट फर्स्ट वैल्यू 126 है ना, यही तो है।
हम्म,
first
ठीक
one
है।
network bit and last all three remaining all three are host bit.
हाँ, कौन सा भी आईपी एड्रेस उसका ये वैल्यूज देखो। ठीक है,
फर्स्ट
ये दो।
फर्स्ट
हाँ,
फर्स्ट नेटवर्क
फर्स्ट ऑक्टेट देखो, किसी किसी टाइम सेकंड ऑक्टेट भी देखो। अगर इनमें से कोई भी एड्रेस तुम्हें मिल जाता है फर्स्ट या सेकंड ऑक्टेट पे तो प्राइवेट पे आ जाएंगे या फिर पब्लिक पे तो आएंगे ही आएंगे।
ओके
ओके, तो मयूरी ने एक सवाल पूछा था। मयूरी,
Yes, sir.
you have asked me a question that whether by configuring subnet mask, whether IP address can also be configured. What exactly was the intention behind asking this question, Mary?
Yeah, so my intention was that ki, as we have all seen, ki, we are getting configured our subnet mask if we have that IP addresses. It's already configured, right?
Okay. So
So
by doing
what is-
automatic configuration, like what your work of doing configuration in the company, it gets reduced. That was the intention, I guess.
sorry.
By automatic configuration,
Mhm.
like what means you will not have to type it manually and all these things. You don't have to remember all this.
As
Right?
like if we have IP addresses between
Hmm.
that range, we got that subnet mask of that range, right?
Yes, correct.
So
The
my
thing
question
is,
was,
the thing is, it is available when you are giving the IP to a machine. If you simply
okay,
just give the subnet mask, system cannot find out because